From famine to genocide. For the Soviet Union, the label kulak was used to destroy even the trace of the ownership. The Soviets classified peasants as kulaks to erase them. The dekulakization was in fact a more general process. It was a geopolitical act, especially against Ukrainian people, and between 1932 and 1933, many millions were genocide without any culpability. Everything was done in the framework of ideology. Every act of brutality or even barbarity was rationalized. The Soviets considered that they were performing their revolutionary duty. They stole grain from the socialist fatherland. Everything was possible against anyone. The survival of the Soviet ideology was the crucial point. It wasn't a question at a human level, but only geopolitics. The Soviet Union had the right to justify its existence. And a few years after the genocide of Ukrainian people, Stalin continued with the Great Purge from 1936 to 1938. It was a period of the fear of party infiltration, the fear of counter-revolution, and the elimination of political opponents, as always, just to be sure that the power will be consolidated against the enemies. The starting point is the famine. So they need the grain, they steal everything. It was a problem. It looks like an economic problem. In reality, it was already a geopolitical act. They wanted to erase the Ukrainian people. A way to do that is to establish an isomorphism between Ukrainian and kulak, which is, of course, wrong. But they don't care about that. They use this information, in fact, this deception, to convince everybody that the Soviet Union was in danger due to the Ukrainian peasants. So the result was one of the biggest genocides in the world at that time and even now. And they did this without any guilt. Why? Because all this was done only to justify their existence as an ideology of emptiness. They wanted to control everything, so they had the problem of the economy. They tried to solve it with a NEP. We saw it, and we saw, of course, the result. After that, they tried to erase the Ukrainian people. And even after, in fact, they tried to remove all the dangerous elements which were in the party. So they tried to find in the Communist Party what? Traditional elements and, of course, capitalist element, which is very strange, but we saw it also in China.